Hey guys, Infidel 1258 here. I often get the question, why do I prefer Peakmonsters marketplace over the Splinterlands marketplace? Is there a cost differential or other pros and cons to be considered when I'm choosing my favorite marketplace? And there is no cost differential, but I want to give a quick video to illustrate specifically why I prefer Peakmonsters over Splinterlands.com. If you watch the most recent frequently asked questions with 1258, you're going to see toward the end of it, somebody asked a similar question, and I answered. Splinterlands lacks some of the user interface benefits that Peakmonsters has, and the reason is because the developers of Peakmonsters are focusing on creating an awesome marketplace, whereas the Splinterlands developers are focusing on making an amazing video game, and they just tacked on a marketplace. So little things bother me, and I'm going to show you an example here. When right now I'm trying to rent some cards. I'm in my DE Cunningham account. This is going to be a fast video, but hopefully a helpful and illustrative video. So I'm trying to rent some cards, and I've highlighted certain splinters. I want to consider looking at fire, death, dragon, and I'm looking for specifically summoners. Okay, so here we go. We get all these like pictures. That's awesome. If I didn't know who these summoners were, I would really want to see these pictures. But I know who these summoners are. I don't need to see the picture to remember, Jodin is that guy. Okay. Maybe that's helpful for a brand new player, but for a more seasoned Splinterlands warrior like myself, I don't need to see that. And it actually takes up valuable screen space that is going to feed into the problem that it's giving me the wrong data. I don't want to see the picture. I want to know, and look at the price. Look, because of the space that the pictures are taking up, then the valuations are secondary. They don't get the space on the screen that's desirable for me as a person who wants to find the best card for the best price. What I can do is I can look. They appear to be organized. So they are organized by price, but it's dollars per day. I don't want a value like that. I want organized by DEC, and I can go over here. I can click on things like Splinter or price up, price down, rarity up, rarity down, circulation up, down. Where's the DEC per day? I have to click on one of these summoners. Let's look at Jodin. When I click on Jodin, I can now see this guy. This card is a rental, and it's available for 850 DEC per day at level 4 with 11 BCX, and that equates to 77 BCX or DEC per BCX. This is a piece of information I don't really find all that valuable, but also this important information is it isn't organized in a way that I really want to look at it. Look at this. Level 4s, level 4, level 4, level 3, level 4, level 3, level 4, level 4, level 2. I want to see the price descending. Now I've got the most expensive example of this card right there, second most and third, and so on. I want to see price starting at the lowest. So this one is the lowest, cheapest one they've got. It's 188. It's only level 1, so I'm not going to rent it. But I had to go through all those steps to get here, to get the data that I want to see, which is how cheap can I rent one for? And then also, this is not necessarily the cheapest one available. It's the cheapest price out there for any of them. But what if I found a level 4? Let's say I found a level 3 that was only 200 dark energy crystals. Okay, now let's say I found a level 3 that was 501 dark energy crystals. If you can see the screen right now, you'll see if there's a level 3 out there that costs 501 DEC per day, I'm not going to even see it. And that would be a real shame, because that would be a really great deal. What it's showing me is the cheapest ones because that's what I asked for, but that's not helpful in the context that I just described, because if there was a smoking deal that was beyond 500, which is the most expensive. The screen only fits 9 copies. So I got to scroll down to see the next one, and keep scrolling to try and see, like, okay, this is a level 2 for 518. Level 2. The first level 3 is 725. So I had to scroll down twice. I had to go into Yodin. I had to come over to the marketplace. There's about 10 too many clicks involved in this. I had to do this, adjust my drop down menu, my search parameters 2 different ways to try and find the right labels. This is not the best. Now I'm going to start fresh. Right now I'm going to open up Peakmonsters, and I'm going to show you the exact same process. But I'm just going to show you. So I click on rentals while it's still loading. I'm already loaded in here. Here's the rental screen. Now we want to get, specifically, I'm going to do the same parameters: fire, death, dragon, neutral, summoners. That's the exact same parameters I set in Splinterlands. And here, look at this. This is every summoner available. It doesn't take up 20 different pages. There's not a big picture of every monster. If I want to see the picture, I can hover over it. It'll pop up. And then I can see how many copies of each one are available. That's important data, because if there's 1,000 copies of a given summoner, I can know that there's probably a good deal in there. So we can then open the drop down, wait for a second to let it load. We don't have to leave this screen, so we can still see these other ones. You can open Camilla, and you could open Talia, and you can open Daria, and so on, and have these different drop downs so that you can, and then I could throw this in the bin and then look at that and then add this one over here and give it some thought if I want that one. And then I can go over here and check on, okay, do I want to pay 89 DEC per day for level 6 Talia, or do I want to pay 304 DEC for a level 4 Camilla? And then I just press, okay if I want it, and you set the dates, and it's so much quicker and easier. I don't get given the wrong information. I get given they've put more thought into what they're going to show and what they're going to exclude, and those are both important when you're trying to give great user interface for a gamer who's trying to execute the trade or the purchase as quickly as possible. And both services charge a 5% fee on top of the card cost. And so I don't even really I don't care what happens, who gets the 5%. I just want to get the card in as easy and as seamless a process as possible. So let's look at Yodin, just to hammer the issue home. I click on Yodin. I see every possible Yodin. How are they organized? Not by dollars per day, which is a strange number to give me on Splinterlands, because everything works in DEC. So it organizes it by level, first of all, and then within the level, it gives you the optimized price per day on the DEC, not the US dollar value. And then I can scroll down quickly and see, okay, if I want level 4, the cheapest one is $850. Level 3, the cheapest one is $500. Level 2, the cheapest one is $450. Level 1, the cheapest one is $188 DEC. That, I just got all the data I wanted in probably 10 seconds as opposed to a minute. And so that's why I prefer Peakmonsters.com. And if you're looking at rentals, or if you're looking at buying and selling cards, it's the same issue is at play. The user interface is better on Peakmonsters. That's all. If you have any more questions about that, make sure you leave them in the comments below. Hope that's helpful. And thanks for your time and attention. Have a great day. Bye.